It is Wednesday morning, the Wednesday before the first Total Archery Challenge in San Antonio, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to walk you through the ease of sighting in an HHA sight. You get your 20-yard number, you get your 60-yard number, and then you subtract the difference, and that becomes your tape. I'm guessing that my 20-yard is going to be around a 28 or something, and so when I want to do 60-yard, I turn this at a higher number, I subtract the difference, and that becomes the tape that I put on. A little bit of practice, a little bit math, throw on your sight tape, and you're good to shoot from 20 out to 100 yards. Whether or not you clear that, I don't know. I don't. I usually can't shoot past 75 or 80 with any setup so far. I adjusted, and these are my last two shots. Right now my number's on 26, I believe.
I shot several rounds with my setup tape on 26, 27, and 28 just to fine tune and make sure the number was right at 20 yards.
I knew I pulled on this one. This is with my practice tape at 27. So I'm gonna go with that for my 20-yard number. The one thing that I do when I'm sighting in my HHA sights is I just make sure you hit the bag at 10-yard increments so that whenever you're flinging at 60, you're at least hitting the bag. You know you're gonna hit the bag when you get to that number. The biggest thing, like this is my 30-yard, the biggest thing is to just not get caught up wanting to hit center on these, because all you need is your 60-yard number. You don't need all the in-betweens. It's a one-pin sight based on the speed of your bow, and it does the math for you. So as long as you're hitting the bag, like for here, for example, this was my first shot. This was my second shot. This is 50-yard bag. I had 2 arrows in my 50-yard bag. That bottom one where it like just got the bottom of the bag, that was about at 61, and then I adjusted it to 68 and brought it back up. My 60-yard number, I'm gonna try, if it's at 68, which jumped from 51-ish, that's a difference of 17. Let's try 88 and see what that does.
It was really tough to be consistent at 60 yards between the wind and after shooting several rounds with my muscles feeling fatigued, but I got a rough estimate for my 60-yard.
Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. So this was at 88, and then I shot another one just because it is kind of windy out here, and I thought, let me just shoot another one, and it went over it. So I missed that one. Then I went down to 85, and I got these 2 in the black, and I'm very happy with that. I'm not getting tight groups right now. I'm not looking for tight groups right now. It's just not my expectations in this weather. So now I gotta find my arrow. I will probably actually stop for the day just because this wind is picking up. It gets in your head when you start losing arrows or you can't get consistent. Hopefully I find this, and then I'll pick up tomorrow morning whenever the wind dies down. All right, so these are the yardage tapes once you figure out your setup tape numbers. So let's just say that if I were to tape my bow today, if I did 85 minus the 27, that's going to put me at 58. So all I do is come across here to 58, and I put that on my wheel. And then I have exact yardages all the way out to 100. Usually with my hunting setups, because I shoot a heavier arrow, I'm actually usually on the last page, which you'll see some of them are missing right here. So this isn't one of my new tape packages. I even have a 77 on my RX-1 right now. To give you guys a comparison, I brought both of my arrows in here, and I'm going to weigh them. 425 grains. That is with a 100 grain field tip. Now these are my bloodlines that I'm taking to the 3D archery shoot. 363. Huge difference. Well, this is not exactly the easiest stuff to look for an arrow in. Oh my goodness! Look! I found it. Thank you, God. It's always nice. I always recommend when you walk down here to look for your arrow, look back, look at where you were shooting. Well, I was shooting at the back of my truck, which you probably can't see in this video. For a while, I've been looking over here. This was at the wrong angle. So as soon as I shifted this way, I just walked straight up on it.